Fala galera, bem-vindo para mais um vídeo do nosso canal. E hoje eu vou começar a partida aqui e vambora. Voltamos, eu jogando a vaga de titular. Com certeza, tem gente com a placa da minha cabeça, hein? Ali, pessoal. É, né? Eu tava olhando lá, faltou só 4 mil fontes para alcançar a Nike.
Look at the Piston starting group. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Duran. And it's Diallo in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Mr. Perfect. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. The 3 from ball. Drills it from deep.
Aggressiveness from Lonzo showing that he's getting better and better at these quick offensive decisions.
Não, corre, volta.
Cunningham outside.
Descer pro meio, tá?
Pass to Ivy. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Ele fingiu e me deixou de bobo. Só faz. Aí, não falei?
In talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Here's Cunningham. The Bulls making their last shot. Here's Mr. Perfect. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Now here's Diallo.
Não deixa.
Pass to Duran. Here's Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ivy. No good from 18.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Here's Mr. Perfect, covered by Diallo. Here's Mr. Perfect.
Ninguém pra passar, meu Deus.
Back to ball. Fires the 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
No hesitation from Lonzo on that perimeter shot.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 to start things off.
And in Chicago, there are still feelings about what could have been last year. That team was rolling with Lonzo Ball at the point. But once they lost him, things definitely changed.
Pass to Bagley. Over to Rosen. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession. If they can get it, he doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Mas minha nota tá maravilhosa.
His left knee. Initially, they thought they might get it back before the playoffs, Grant.
Yeah, and
Put the time out here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Pass to Duran. Here's Ivy. To the middle to halt the run, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Levine against Cunningham. Levine, that was good. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
No.
Now here's Cunningham. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing.
Kate Cunningham, one of those 6'6", 6'7" guards that's really skilled, so a tough matchup for most wings, and really too big for most guards. That's where his advantage lies.
Brent, do you think we're going to see more guys with the skills of Cade at his height?
I do, BA. I think just the advanced training in the offseason and development of these guys. They're coming into the league with a much more refined skill set. And Cade Cunningham is certainly in that basket of players.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Down low. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Ball's got 8.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Não fiz nenhum ponto, tá? Mas minha nota tá boa. Eu sei que eu tô demorando. Já era pra eu ter feito pelo menos um ponto. Até agora nenhuma, pelo menos. Boa!
Lonzo is a point guard, but
it's 6'6",
using that wingspan.
Não fui eu que dei, mas foi do meu time, é o que importa.
Off the inbound pass.
Vamos, Ceviche.
And here's Chicago. They're on a 16-4 run. DeRozan passes to Levine.
Levine.
Here's
Passa
Mr.
pelo meio.
Perfect from 11 feet away. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Here's Diallo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A stronger
A gente tá com o
defensive
dobro de
presence
pontos
would have
dele,
saved
tá?
them 2 points.
Mas
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Ceviche.
Here's Mr. Perfect
Vem pro meio.
from deep 3-point range.
Nossa,
And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have
meu
it.
Deus do céu. Ah, não. Agora complicou. Você já não tava conseguindo fazer
Pistons trailing.
ponto. Opa.
Pass the ball.
Faz.
Lots of room. And he gets it to go.
Vamos.
10
Final
points for him.
teammate.
Boy, I like their
Assist.
energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked.
Não. Tá bom, tô voltando no segundo quarter já. Nossa, a gente só tá
Well, the
aumentando
Pistons
essa
shooting just
vantagem.
around 26% for the
O
game.
jogo que eu achei
DeMar
que ia ser
DeRozan is
jogão
out
tá
there with
sendo
Nikola
uma massa
Vucevic.
gigantesco.
Then it's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the 2. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Perdeu.
Clock at 6. Here's Ivy. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. Pass to Mr. Perfect. And he
Primeiro
makes it the
ponto.
layup. And the Bulls
Agora
lead
só
by
vai mais.
19.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Hi guys. Well, Mr. Perfect in their last time out against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He
Vamos,
dropped
vai perder,
23
vai
points
perder.
and his assist total was through the roof. He was simply outstanding, affecting the game in a number of ways. We'll see if he can repeat that type of performance tonight.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA, there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy
Também
and you see the
foul.
confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
Oh, that is so true, BA. Good luck with that team, executives. But reality, look,
Make all free
with the way
throws,
the NBA
guys.
game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent.
Sai.
That's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Ivy. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this
Agora,
one.
Lavínia, eu não vou nem pedir essa... Agora eu peço.
To the inside. Here's Mr. Perfect. And it's good. Credit
Eu não falei que
Levine
se
with
eu
the
fizesse um ia
assist.
sair um monte.
He has 6.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Volta.
On the take. Diallo outside.
Isso.
Bagley. It's good. On the putback.
Bagley can move around you and get slender out there to find room on the floor to collect offensive
Bang.
rebound.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And he recovers it. Goes back up. And he got the whistle on the way
Yeah,
up. So
foul.
he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Chicago?
They made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition
Make
and
free
scoring
throw.
before the defense can get
Make
set.
all
Sometimes
free
the offense
throw.
can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Fires
Sai.
top of the key.
É
Ivy's
tua.
shot
Não
is
vou nem.
off.
Yeah, this has been a night
DeRozan.
where you could look at his shooting and his performance,
É tua,
and it's
Levine.
affected the team. That's the bottom line.
From mid-range,
Nossa, precisava
Levine
dobro de
has
pontos
plenty
dele.
of game. He tends to gravitate toward the three-point line, but if the in-between jumper's there for him, he can knock it
Perdeu.
down.
The steal is Mr. Perfect.
Vamos.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a two-way play. Just
Toca nem de
tremendous.
tu,
Yeah, the
Nike.
steal was slick.
Falta
The
só
slam
4.000
topped it off.
coins.
And
Provavelmente
we
agora
say
já
it
falta
time
bem
and
menos.
time again, so
4
I'll
mil
repeat
pra
it.
conseguir
Have
tu,
to
hein,
be
Nike.
careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Apenas 4.000.
And it's
Peguei.
Wiseman missing. The Bulls have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And while the Pistons need to improve at both ends, Brent, offense is where they've struggled the most.
Cara, eu tô tomando muita falta. Tá de boa, que falta faço.
Got the playmakers, but they've got to convert and finish off those plays and get more consistent on the offensive end.
Falta 1 minuto e meio, pô. Ainda tem tempo. Tá, já tem cara.
A minute and a half left in the first half of basketball. Here's Mr. Perfect. The shot comes out, and Detroit the other way now. Next up, they'll face the Timberwolves in Minnesota. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. Pass to Joseph. Wiseman with it. Just his 4th make in 10
Ele é muito alto, não tem como parar ele.
Think about adding that weight and still having the quickness. Wiseman just eating up space now.
Here's Mr. Perfect.
Como é que eu vou ganhar dele na altura? Ele deve ter, sei lá, 2,90 m.
From the high post. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Misses in close.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor.
But
his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter and it stifled him.
Eu tô com bastante ponto. Quer dizer, não bastante, né? Mas eu tô com uma quantidade boa.
Off the back of the rim and in.
Nossa, não viu.
He's working off the ball. Some nifty footwork to get himself set up for the J.
Outside Schroeder.
Sai do garrafão.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Number 22.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Hayes. We saw him with 11 points in his last game.
Vem cá, meu irmão.
Out to the right wing. Here's Wiseman. Lays it up and banks it in. Wiseman's got 9 points in the quarter.
Killian Hayes is a PG and he's got vision, so you get open, he'll find you.
So as we conclude the first half, so far it's been a runaway. And the Bulls shooting about 60% for the game. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Amadou Diallo out there with James Wiseman. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. Levine passes to Vucevic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is Vucevic's comfort zone. Even when the D is good, his offense is sometimes just better.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy. Here's Diallo.
Eu até agora não tomei nenhum turnover. Tomara que fique assim até o final do jogo.
Here's Ivy.
Não.
Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Clock is at 3. Another shot. Diallo, no good.
Peguei.
And here are the Bulls now. Here's Ball.
Faz.
Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And we don't see this all that often, but is Lonzo Ball going to start calling his own number tonight? He should.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
You know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Ah, não, mano, é impossível eu ganhar na altura dele, velho.
Fadeaway. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 drives.
Yes, 5-1 drops after the 0-of-3 start. Well, he might have been considered a project coming out of college, but Diallo did not take long to prove himself as a legit NBA athlete and talent.
To the paint. Here's Mr. Perfect. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Pistons have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Offensive rebound. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And there should be tons of trips to the free throw line for Wiseman. So tough to stop inside.
Bagley's checked in for the Pistons. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Yeah, a lot of fans got to know Diallo in 2019. He won the dunk contest that year.
2 minutos e 10.
Go back and check those highlights out. He put on a heck of a show. Had some amazing dunks. I think he even leapfrogged Shaq on one of them.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the three because you can't make enough twos to win. It's tough to defend the three, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you. Diallo outside.
Vamos.
Pass to Bagley.
Tira. Não deixa virar.
Kicks it out to Cunningham.
Perdeu.
And again, the Pistons missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter.
Não quero marcar os gigantes.
And he's going for the oop here. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
I would love to throw lob passes to Wiseman because they could be anywhere.
Ball passes to Levine. Here's Mr. Perfect. He shoots a three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wiseman's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
The Bulls have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Vucevic. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Here's Bagley. And a nice finish on the layup.
Takes contact and a good job of Bagley fighting through at that time.
Pass to Mr. Perfect.
Bora. Passa.
Outside Levine.
Para Levine.
Knocks down the triple. Levine's got 14 points for the game.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Acho que eu vou sair. Tá bom, eu vou voltar no fourth quarter. Pô, eles chegaram pouco. Não, mentira, não chegaram.
DeRozan is out there with Zach Levine.
Ainda tem 20
Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Mr. Perfect in its shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Essa partida até agora não fiz nenhuma de 3.
Levine against Diallo. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game. And Brent, one issue that's come up. Star players unavailable for various reasons. But some tension there with teams. Where are we headed with this, you think?
I think one of the things, PA, that's going to be of interest in the next couple years is how much this rest, recovery, and load management is actually impacting the player's performance. There's been a lot of data out there, and it's a lot of predictive data about whether or not a player should play. And the league is really digging in to see whether or not this is actually affecting the players or if they should be playing more minutes. And I don't know if it comes down to something financial, but it usually does. For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
Tem chance de ser a melhor da partida. Talvez essa seja a sixth of the game.
0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
Gigante. Gigante não. Eu não quero marcar gigante.
Detroit, no good that time either.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
The Pistons shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher.
And he is a hard charger. Ivy only plays at full speed. A great burst on his drive.
Inside. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. 22 points for him.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Ivy.
Droga.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot.
Pelo menos me
So he'll
salvou.
get a pair at the line. DeMar DeRozan picks one up.
And Ivy has no fear when it comes to getting
Eu vou
inside.
sair.
Substitution on the court.
Voltei, faltando 7 minutos, vai.
And
E
Detroit
o
has
gigante tá
possession.
fora, beleza. Agora entrou outro gigante, o 0.
And Brent, you won the dunk contest in '96. After last year's edition, some calls to fix it. You got any ideas?
BA,
Foi
every
logo ele
year
que me
they're
deu
trying to
bloco.
fix the dunk contest, and I like it. The league has tinkered with it before. They've tried different things, some successful,
bloco não,
some
que me
not
prendeu.
so much. But the fact is you just got to get great dunkers out there, and you got to put on a show. And when the league gets that, everybody's happy.
For Detroit, they've got 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can,
Ele não vai
BA.
errar.
He's big, active, and
ele é bom.
athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
Magruder, he's checked in for Detroit. Hampton
Okay.
comes in for Kate Cunningham. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Também é
Oh,
falta.
guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standards. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
Here's Hampton. Pass to Ivy. Deflected.
Ui! Ai!
Outside Walker.
Nossa, que bloco! Nossa senhora!
Out to the wing. Here's Mr. Perfect.
Vai pra onde?
Good work there as he goes.
Nossa!
And he's got 28 now. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their defense has been on
Today?
point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And I feel
Vai,
like another
Vic.
part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Pass to Magruder. Here's Ivy. It's Hampton on the wing.
Qual que ele é?
Knocks down the long J. Hampton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, what a feed from Ivy. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
Mr. Perfect. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
30 pontinhos vindo.
And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren,
Se eu fizer, eu pego
taking
30.
arguably the 2 best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement
30.
is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch. And man,
12
looking
free
good from the
throws.
line so far this half.
Pass to Magruder. The 3 is up.
Errou.
And it's cleared by Vucevic. And for the Bulls, their shooting has been great this game, 58%. Here's Mr. Perfect.
Errei.
Bulls keep it alive. Jones' shot is good.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the
Eu sei que eu
game,
não fiz
you
nenhum
simply
ponto de
cannot allow
3,
second
mas eu não tô
chances.
Yeah, those are
precisando.
tough. You get back into the
Tô
game
bem.
by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to
Tem que tomar
extend this
cuidado que eu
lead.
já percebi que esse cara que eu tô marcando, ele tá fazendo
Pass to
bastante
Duren.
pontos de
Here's
3.
Ivy. To the paint. Here's
Não posso
Bagley.
deixar ele sozinho.
Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
This is kind of where I feel like his comfort zone is, as Bagley hurts the defense
Bora,
from there.
Vucevic, entra, entra, entra.
Now Jones. He's covered by Bagley.
Fiquei.
Back to Tsumu.
Passa.
3-pointer. Nails it
Vamos.
from beyond the arc.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, I'm not
Vai
sure
perder.
what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Brad, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year, or you think that was an anomaly?
You know, BA, I think it was a bit of an anomaly. I mean, I think you think what's happened in the league in the last few years.
Se não é foul, meu
The
Deus,
restart
logo que
last
ele vai fazer.
season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest and recovery of the offseason, and big name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
Out of bounds. Detroit will have it.
People can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And the Pistons making a change here. Joseph's checked in. Pass to Bagley. Back to Joseph.
Perdeu. Só tem 10 segundos. Tremeu e perdeu.
Just 5 on the clock. Driving in. The layup off target.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in
Como é
this
que eu
quarter.
errei, velho?
With the 10-footer. Here's Magruder. Rebound by the Bulls.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Oxi, eu não queria ter jogado.
And that one
Tá
is
bom.
hammered home.
Crashes the glass with a 40, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play.
Vem.
Pass to Hampton. Back to
perder.
Joseph.
Tremeu.
Here's Hampton. Well, your Hall of Fame dad, Rick, made some interesting comments, Brent. One of them encouraging the league to crack down on illegal screens.
Marcado.
No way, BA. My dad said something that was controversial or interesting. You gotta get out of here. Yeah, I mean, illegal screens. Do we want to see less of them? Sure.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
That free throw, no good. Some changes for Chicago. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic, and Green is subbed in for Walker.
You have to think with this Piston squad that all
Primeira vez
eyes
que eu
are
errei
on
os
the
dois
future
free throws.
as opposed
Quer
to the
dizer,
here
primeira
and
vez que eu
now.
errei free
Young
throws
guys
nessa
focused
partida, né?
on reaching their potential.
Joseph,
Tomamos.
it's good.
Corey
I
Joseph.
just think that's trouble.
Esse
You're
cara é
gonna
chatinho, eu já
let that
percebi,
guy
tá?
shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Oh, they get a hand on it.
Ai.
A minute 31 left in the
Marcado.
game. Hampton, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. So where do you see the ceiling for this younger Pistons team as they continue to
O
grow?
bloco que eu ia
It's
meter
always
nele
difficult to predict
era
the limits of the
impressionante,
team.
eu só cheguei
But as long
assim,
as
ó.
they continue to steadily develop, they could become a unit with
Eu
playoff
sei que vocês não
potential.
viram a minha
That's also
imitação de
good,
bloco.
so he hits both free
Foi
throws.
perfeita, tá?
And for the Bulls, they're shooting an efficient 50.
In every way for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think
Tomei.
what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was
Marcado.
absolutely on point. And so
Marcado.
hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent,
No,
it's nice to
come
establish a
on.
psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Mr. Perfect.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive
minha
end, he
altura.
was just devastating.
Tomei.
And that one's
Não era
good
pra
for
eu estar
Joseph.
marcando ele, meu
That's how
filho.
you
Eu já
draw
tava
it up
marcando
right
o
there. A
outro.
screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Tomei.
Here's Joseph. Finished off the break.
Joseph.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Ah, terceiro turnover
And now
já.
the Pistons in transition. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Bagley. Here's Hampton. Launches
Marcado.
it. Buries it from 3.
Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
8 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Mr. Perfect. They get it back.
Vamos.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly.
Espero que tenham gostado. Falou.
And the energy in this
Tchau.
building was awesome.